Why Solana development in Australia makes sense. Australia's tech scene has always punched above its weight. From Sydney's fintech corridor to Melbourne's vibrant startup community, Australian developers are building world-class products, and an increasing number of them are turning to Solana as their blockchain of choice. At Milysec, we've been building on Solana since the early days. After evaluating every major blockchain platform, we keep coming back to the same conclusion. For serious blockchain development in Australia, Solana is simply the best tool available. The speed advantage for Australian time zone users. One of the most overlooked arguments for Solana in Australia is latency. Not network latency, but user experience latency. When you're running a DeFi application or an NFT marketplace and your users need to wait 15-30 seconds for a transaction to confirm, as with Ethereum mainnet, you're delivering a poor experience. For Australian users who are often already dealing with geographic distance from major US and European servers, every additional millisecond of wait time compounds frustration. Solana delivers sub-400 milliseconds transaction finality. That's not a marketing claim, it's measurable. For our Australian clients building consumer-facing apps, this is the difference between a product that feels fast and native versus one that feels like a Web2 app from 2010. With Solana, your users click buy or transfer, and it's done. No waiting, no spinning indicators, no second guessing whether the transaction went through. Low fees, high volume ideal for Australian Web3 apps. Australian businesses building on blockchain face a real challenge. If your application requires frequent on-chain interactions, gas fees can kill unit economics overnight. Consider a loyalty rewards app that mints a token every time a customer makes a purchase. On Ethereum, each mint could cost $550 in gas fees during peak periods. On Solana, the same transaction costs a fraction of a cent. This opens up entirely new product categories for blockchain development in Australia. Micropayment applications that settle thousands of small transactions per day. Gaming on-chain assets that don't penalize players for every action. Real-world asset tokenization at scale. DeFi protocols with tight spreads that aren't eaten by fees. The Australian Web3 ecosystem is growing. The Solana Australia community has grown significantly over the past 2 years. Events like Breakpoint have attracted Australian builders and investors, and local meetups in Sydney and Melbourne regularly draw strong crowds. Solana Foundation has also shown increasing interest in the Asia-Pacific region. Several Australian-founded projects have been backed through Solana's ecosystem programs, and we're seeing more capital flowing into AU-based Web3 ventures. At Milysec, we're proud to be part of this growing ecosystem. We work with other Australian builders, share knowledge in local communities, and help clients navigate the unique challenges of building Web3 products from Australia, including compliance considerations, time zone coordination with global teams, and finding local Solana talent. Getting started with Solana development in Australia. If you're an Australian developer looking to get into Solana development, here's where to start. Learn Rust Solana programs. Smart contracts are written in Rust. It has a steep learning curve, but it's worth it. Start with the official Rust book, set up Anchor. The Anchor framework dramatically simplifies Solana program development. It handles a lot of the boilerplate and makes writing programs far more approachable. Use DevNet. Solana's DevNet gives you a full blockchain environment for testing, with free Sol airdropped for experimentation. No cost, no risk. Join the community. Find Australian Solana developers on Discord, X, and at local events. The community is generous with knowledge. Build something small. Start with a token, a simple NFT, or a basic program that stores and retrieves data. Hands-on experience accelerates learning faster than any tutorial. Why Milysec chose Solana. We didn't choose Solana by accident. We evaluated every major platform. Ethereum, Avalanche, Sui, Aptos, Polygon, and Solana consistently delivered the best combination of performance, 65,000 plus TPS, theoretical throughput, developer experience, growing tooling ecosystem, active community, ecosystem maturity, deep liquidity, established DeFi, thriving NFT markets, cost efficiency, near zero fees for developers and users alike. For Solana development in Australia, the choice is clear. Fast finality, low fees, and a growing global ecosystem make it the ideal foundation for the next generation of Web3 applications. If you're building on Solana in Australia, or you're thinking about making the leap into blockchain development, we'd love to talk. Reach out to the Milysec team at hellomilysec.com.